So now you can see where we just put that pipe at. And now we need to do the piece that's going to go from that piece of pipe to the edge of the front of those containers. We should be able to just butt it right up against that corner piece that the containers have, and it should sit right in that saddle. It's crazy how small that this looks on the screen as I'm looking at it, but that's actually 18 foot.
Now here comes the nail biting part. We've got this horizontal piece that's going to sit on top of that post and tie into that container. Now normally that wouldn't be a really big deal, but we're starting at 9.5 feet off the ground. Then we're going to go another 9.5 feet up in the air.
Then you forgot to add in that we built this up.
Yeah, 2 feet.
At least 2 feet. So add that into the calculation.
We're starting to get up there, and we're really not equipped. We should probably have like a man lift to work out of, and I don't know, a little cherry picker or something. But we're going to make this work out of using the Ultimate Hooters jib, and I don't know, maybe just some good old redneck Cajun know-how. You know what I mean? But
that's really the only way that we know how anyway.
that's it. Yeah, there's nothing fancy about it.
Absolutely not.
Y'all, I noticed a lot of comments recently asking about how the chickens are doing, that it's looked like there has not been much action back here, and actually, there really has. A few months ago, we lost almost all of our chickens but the one gray chicken that y'all are seeing. So we got these biddies, but they are definitely not biddies anymore. They are growing up so fast, but they are doing so good. They are absolutely loving having this outdoor area. And hopefully soon, in the next, I'd say probably 2 months, we're gonna have some really, really great egg producers. I'm hoping for the best. So not only do we have our chickens in here, but we also have our quail. Now, I have never seen some of these quail like we have in here. Let me show y'all. And y'all, this is such a unique looking quail. I had never seen one quite like this. Isn't that beautiful? This is the only one that was like this. Okay, I'm gonna put you back. Now, most of the time, this is what they look like. So that other one has definitely some unique coloring. And we have a few darker ones in here as well. But all in all, they're doing really great too. They produce for a little while pretty good, but as y'all know, quail eggs are actually insanely small. They're probably about, I was gonna say $1/2, but they're probably more like the size of a quarter. So for example, the other day, whenever I made Jim an omelet, it literally took me 20 quail eggs to cook in one omelet. Are the quail worth it? Kind of a yes and no. It kind of depends if you harvest them or not, and we do harvest them. So quail are a super, super quick turnaround. They are actually able to start laying at 6 weeks and they're full grown at 8 weeks, which is just crazy how many you can produce, how quick they are, and they're pretty easy to keep. So the quail are doing good as well. I know that we've been getting a lot of comments on that kind of stuff, and I love to give y'all a quick update on those things. So there's a few more things that I really need to tend to, like I've got to get these horses out today and give them a good brushing, and I really need to cut down this grass that's in with the goats. Horses first. All right, you're not who I need, sunshine. What you doing, honey? Got you some little handsies and feetsies in there? Show them that big old mat you got on there. How'd you get this? Oh Lord. So we're gonna use a little bit of this. Looks like Lally tried to do your hair, girl. You just gotta let her soak in. And now we haven't really been riding recently just because we haven't had the time. But just because she's pregnant, a lot of people actually ride the horses up until like the week before. So that does not make a difference at all if they're pregnant if you ride them. At least that's what I've heard. But that's not the reason we haven't been riding. It gets so hot this time of the year and the gnats are so bad. And if we're hot, you know that they're hot, and I'm just gonna wait till it cools off a little bit more and start trying to work with them a little bit. he's just decided to take it upon himself to come out. So we're just gonna work casually here. Look, he's like, it's my turn. Oh, your hair's finally coming back from Daddy's awful haircut, huh? Did he give you a bad haircut? Tell the people, say yes. Yes. Well, y'all, this is typically the point that we would share with y'all our latest and greatest hootis. But we're kind of at a standstill right now because we actually, shockingly, don't know what to build safely. Safely is the key word there. So right now, I'm gonna have to be able to stand up on top of this and be able to weld all the way to the tip of that pole, because eventually that pipe that's sticking out way over there is gonna have to come straight out here, and even me standing up on top of this pallet, me almost 6 foot tall, having the ladder all the way up here, is still not tall enough.
So between the tractor and ladders, we would be able to weld the standpipe on out here for the next horizontal piece to tie into, but that's about as far as we can go with our current setup. So when we discussed this, we thought, you know what a better time to reach out to our Cajun family and get some feedback from y'all. So we're enlisting y'all to help us come up and design a hootis, a elevation improvement hootis, so we can actually reach these top pipe safely. Now we've come up with some ideas and brainstormed some things, but they're sketchy at best. And I'd hate to say it, but taking that safety factor in there is probably not our strong suit. You got to know where your strengths and weaknesses are. You know what I mean? So we're going to reach out to y'all. Y'all throw us some ideas. And before anybody says it, yes, I know we could rent a man lift at an astronomical cost. And we're going to have to do that whenever we go to install all these trusses and get the stuff that's going to be really, really high up there. But we're trying to keep our costs down, trying to use our old thinking caps and get as far as we can before we get to that point.
So if y'all come up with some really good ideas in the comments, you will see them in the next video. We're gonna wait till y'all drop some comments, and we're gonna pick a really, really good idea that somebody's got to get us way up here over 25 foot. Well, the weld's gonna be at like 25 foot in the air. 24, 25 foot, which means I'm still gonna have to be able to reach that. So y'all put your thinking caps on and make sure to drop in the comments. And in one of the next videos, you'll be able to see us put that into action.
So hey, y'all don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you want to check out what we're doing over at Cajun Country Clunkers, jump over there and give us a watch too. We'll see you later.
Hey honey, are you gonna let me down?